Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits.
Huh? 哦，现
The
在是
pupil is dilated.
现在是这个华生医生的时间。
The pupil is dilated. The temperature appears to be normal.
哼，脉搏。
I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats.
14秒钟。
I need to
Oh.
I need to...
哦，对了。
A weak pulse. Around 50 beats per minute.
哎，正确来讲，一个人的脉搏1分钟是会是60次上下。
But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote.
1分钟60
Give
次，
it to
大概
me.
就是对吧？
The
1秒
antidote?
1次。
You mean that you're poisoned?
Now, please.
What?
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and Datura. I was
铁
compelled.
山跟曼陀罗。
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
Oh.
A good day, Inspector.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This
突然
is a
跳起
strange
来。
one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but...
Oh.
What?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these 2 young banker chaps
白新
are
炫
sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
白星船运
I'm
公司
not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
哦哟哟，纪念品，火车汽笛，巴拉巴拉巴拉，记事黑彼得的命运。还有嘞，逐步解开的谜题，对吧？这个绿色就表示说我选择的是真正的正结局。OK， 刚刚游戏突然间闪退啊，信件再拿一次。墨西哥财团卡拉卡开始为大英帝国的事业服务。帝国的权力正在与日俱增，无一刻停歇。时代杂志。结果我们解决的案子放在那个放在这个副标题这边。
On the sofa for the 3rd time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again. My announcement.
不死心。哎呀，你知道吗？我真的期待有一天从这个望远镜里面会看到什么特别的东西。那好吧，我看一看有什么服装可以换的，每天就来检查一下，这样。锁住了，锁住了，锁住了。7、8， 9，哎，这个也锁住了。哎，所以基本上，所以基本上是说，都除了剧情需要，不然不能换。黑色西装、棕色西装、绿色西装、灰色西装、亮色西装、强盗。刚刚突然间走不了。
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
滨河大道浴场。嗯？这个案件部的标题就是 Crime and Punishment， 罪与罚，算是小彩蛋吗？噔噔噔。
Beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Steam room， 蒸汽房。
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the city council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn.
密室杀
I
人。
think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see. You found no
密室杀
murder.
人，然后嫌疑人都在这里
And
的。
that's why I
吼
called you.
这就是所谓的
All
名
three
侦探柯
witnesses
南
and
状
the
态。
victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
真的是密室杀人啊！
Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details. Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
怎么可能？我才刚过来，干！
What should we do next, Holmes?
你问我啊？
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
首先，鼻子轻微的皱纹，这个人不是蛮年轻的吗？然后这个是什么鬼？嗯？裁剪，打扮自己，独居。哦，这个就没有什么了。挑剔，闪耀的纽扣，曼彻斯特城。今天的电报。
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentlemen had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
通常我们都要去
The changing room. The steam room.
steam room 是在这边嘛，对不对？啊，这边是什么 ？Extus 出入口，
Frigidarium.
冷水浴室。诶，先来去案发现场看一下好了。哦，诶，这个细节蛮
These
屌的。
clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room.
为什么要放这边啊？哦，
Clothes belonging to one of the suspects.
所以之后方便可以在这边调查
Expensive
嘛。
clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room. Champagne for a special occasion. An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled. Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
一进门就是三个围着毛巾的凶鬼在看着我。
Good Lord, Holmes.
Death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
好，1个小时前怎么了？哦，这种 steam room 哦，火盆。哦，先来调查尸体，这个是基本。
There was
伤
only
口。
one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
所以是枪或者是那种钻子之那种的。
Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session. Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample. Some dirt or earth.
The death is very recent. Between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
哦，尸体还是新鲜的。
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large. I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous, do you know that? I'm always wondering what's on your mind.
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
But you?
This
Eh?
key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
有一只钥匙。诶，
Mr. Holmes?
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme. I will need something to pick up this melted metal.
哦，这里有一个融
It
化的
is too
金属。
hot. I cannot reach into it.
为什么会有融化的金属？眼镜。
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
It's horrible. So Rodney is dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
I'm in shock. I don't want to talk.
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
你们在这边我也不太好讲话。要拿什么来夹嘞？哎，长官，你去拿一下好不好？用你那个帽子把它挖起来之类的，不行吗？冷水浴池。
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's tools used by archaeologists in their research. I will need these tongs.
这边好多东西哦，可是金属盘子。曼彻斯特关心他自己工作公司，好员工。
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
拿走啊！就这样拿走人家的考古物啊！
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
我真的觉得这样随便干人家东西不好。我希望下个月能在滨河热带浴场发布新闻。那时候他们还在挖那个挖宝，挖一些古董。每日警报。罗德尼先生，考古学专家，《时代》杂志，重新开启。感觉会不会是有人想要阻止这位所谓的罗德尼先生在开挖呢？因为他们的目前都说到他们在
Archaeological find
这个浴场这个坐落地点发现了那个古物，这样子。
Glass plate negatives, a remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations. A glass plate negative is missing. It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue.
应该就没有什么东西。刚刚是不是看到有东西在上面？看错了吗？我再看一次好了。对嘛？浴场所在位置藏着重大秘密。Oh shit! What the fuck?
Oh my god, are you alright? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. and treacherous is an understatement.
为什么突然间崩塌？
Those stones weigh tons. We won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed. How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
不对。
Did you?
No, sir. I did not.
证据。罗德尼先生被杀了，但是罗德尼在这边要。
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's impossible. I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Uniform.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see. There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
Huh. 1893年。夹娃娃。
I should analyze this melted metal.
回家喽！这是个实验，一大堆的实验关卡，唉，烦死了。 好，刚刚游戏lag了一下，我怕那个刚按挂掉。建筑艺术，1893年，班克里夫的木乃伊。阿斯旺的考古研进行了3年有余。罗特尼班德克里夫先生是负责人。木乃伊一只眼睛，姿势奇怪，右手抓着什么东西，竖着埋下去，绝望的木乃伊。 罗马人而不是埃及人。
Here it is.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
土好多哦，怎么办？我先分析哪一个土壤。泥土样本。对焦。啊，这个我生物课学过。
Selenite.
亚硝酸。
Pyrite,
黄铁
otherwise
块。
known as fool's gold.
很像黄金的东西。
White clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to.
就是重叠地带之类的。
The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans.
St. Albans 的附近。
Let us analyze this blood sample. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the
氧化氢。
surface. I must take a pipette and place several...
过氧化氢一亿管。过氧化氢。
Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
像我们是在蒸汽室，应该不会觉得奇怪吧？
This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees
银是很
Celsius.
容易融化的。
Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver.
酸。先来看看银币会有什么反应。
The reaction is the same red stain. It is silver, Britannia silver quality.
不列颠产的银。哼。
These baths are becoming sinister.
This is a bit. 我还蛮好奇这个冷水房里面有什么的，就不能真的让我进去看一下吗？嘿，
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
I found...
If you have to interrogate,
I can't understand what happened. Am I allowed to leave?
No, you're gonna stay here.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away. with the steam on.
Yeah.
The grid cannot be removed. The weapon is nowhere to be found.
Oh，就是检查完这个蒸汽房之后出来就会有对话了。
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
None, Lestrade.
All these events are bad for the baths. And my job.